Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I know I sure am. Today, we have got a pretty lightweight, compact rear kitchen travel trailer for you. This is the 2025 Cherokee Grey Wolf 26SS, and I think you guys are going to like it. If you're looking for something that can be towed by virtually any truck, I mean, this thing only weighs roughly 5,900 pounds dry. But it also includes an outdoor kitchen too, which I think you're gonna like. And in the outdoor kitchen, you have a mini fridge, a griddle, exterior shower. We'll go over all that. We're gonna start on the inside, work our way around the outside. But first, if you guys are interested in the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, you will find that down in the description of this video, along with a link for Funtown RV, where this RV is heading to. But you know, one of the things that I like about Cherokee is I think for a camper that's going to cost a little bit less, they try to be, you know, kind of price conscious. I think it looks really sharp. I mean, a lot of these, what they call, you know, the old stick and tin with the aluminum exterior, man, I just think it looks sharp with the black, the white, the blue. I also like the mirrored reflective finish that Cherokee does. I mean, right there, you know, you can kind of see like the wolf right hanging out right on that. So I'd imagine that works kind of like sunglasses. From what I've heard, it cuts down the sun, you know, quite a bit, which in turn, you know, keeps the heat down and things of that nature. But you know, who knows? I'm not no scientist by any means. I'm not a big sunglass scientist. But again, it's the 2025 Cherokee Grey Wolf 26SS. If you guys don't mind, drop some comments and say what's up. And then obviously, if you guys find some value in this, I would love to have you as part of this little growing community, so hit that like and subscribe button. So, like I was saying, under 6,000 pounds. So you are not going to get a massive behemoth of a camper. But for the space that they have, I think they do a really good job. Like right here, you're going to have, you know, a place to sit down. You got a little bit of pull tabs right there. So these are going to be recliners, so you can lay back, kick back, and relax. You get a lot of windows over here because I think, you know, you got one right here, one right there, and for the spacing, I think that's pretty darn snazzy. You also have a place where you can put a TV, and what's nice about that is, one, you have a fireplace. So in an RV this size, it'll heat the entirety of this room, absolutely no problem, even on a pretty darn chilly day. You have the control panel right here, by the way, just a little, you know, squirrel moment. But right behind this, you're going to have a little, you know, Murphy pantry, and my wife loves this. Every time she sees an RV with the Murphy pantry, she always like, ooh, because woo, because she knows when she sees this that I'm in trouble. I'm buying more stuff. You got room for blankets. You got room for board games. You know, we try to play board games with the kids, you know, once a week or so, kind of like a family dinner board game night. Been pretty unsuccessful with trying new games out lately. So if you guys have any good game recommendations, we are all about it. Typically, the wife and I like to play euchre, but with the kids, you know, we actually found one on the phone that's attached to the Xbox. I'll share that. Really fun, but you like design a t-shirt. But anyway, hidden pantry for all of your stuff. I mean, you can even use it for some food items. You have another one right over there. We'll see in just a second. But a really nice size slide. You're also going to get a dinette over here that is, you know, table for two. Now let's see on the space, because Cherokee typically does a good job with the size of this, with the size of the dinette. However, I have not sat down in a Grey Wolf one, but I want to show you size because I'm a fairly large guy. I mean, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds. Yeah, you can see belly's not bumping up into it. This drops down to make a bed too, which is nice. The shades, while I got you over here, kind of hands-free. I'm wondering if I should hire a camera guy. I think this might be kind of cool. But you have the zebra shades. Some people love them. Some people hate them. You know, I'm kind of neutral on it, but I'm kind of a classic dude. You got Dracula set up right here, and then you got half Drac, and then you know, you might want to close your eyes for a second because it's going to be flashing a little bit. And then right here, you know, you have no Dracula. Keep some sun rays flowing in. You can also open up the screen right there for a really nice breeze. So pretty darn cool. I'm a fan of the zebra shades. I do prefer the day and night shades, but you know, I get it. They cost a heck of a lot less to do the zebra shades. And again, this brand is trying to keep costs down low, but still keep, you know, the value there. Now, rear kitchen. You get a good amount of countertop space, not a ton of countertop space. You also notice no vents in the floor, because right there and right there, that's going to be, you know, your heat ducting. So they use like a 3-inch dryer vent, kind of like the back of your dryer, you know, heading outside. Same kind of scenario there. So, you know, pretty good for that as well if you're someone that hates the floor vents. Solid wrap plastic for the countertops, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. And then they do use one of my favorite sinks. It's the old TikTok sink. So it's going to be the farm style stainless steel undermounted bowl. And this one does not have, it's my second favorite, so it doesn't have the produce washer. However, it does have the cup cleaner. Sometimes those are full and it'll shoot. I always like to risk it, you know, risk it to win the biscuit, I think they say. Soap dispenser, and then you also got your high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. Underneath, you're going to get 2 pull-out drawers. Now, the bottom one is going to be a hair larger, and then this one down here is going to be more for, you know, your storage. And then you can see you can get into that exterior kitchen right there, but also access your plumbing, which, let me see if I can get you a little bit of a better view for that. Magnetic tab right there. So that's going to help, you know, just keep a little extra oomph on it. And then they don't use an oven. Again, price point thing. They have a convection microwave. And then you got the 3-top burner to whip up all the fixing. A good little window for a nice view. And another one over here. And I like how there's an outlet with like a little nook over here. I'd imagine this would be a great place to make some coffee. You know, maybe have a blender or like a KitchenAid or something like that. Like I'm a big, I like to cook when I get home. And, you know, I think that'd be pretty cool. That KitchenAid, that thing's crazy. We've been slicing up little apple spirals and all of that. Just very cool. They're pricey, but I'll tell you, it's one of those ones where you look at it and you're like, oh, God, do I need it? Why am I dropping $500 on a kitchen appliance between all the accessories? Maybe 400. But, man, now that we got it, thing's awesome. We use it for everything. Yeah. So double up on the pantry. Double up. So, I mean, I think that would be, you know, pretty darn nice. I mean, that's going to be all your, like your cereals and all that kind of stuff right over there. Speakers, you got one right here, and let's see, then you got another one right there. So, you know, it's kind of cool to have it kind of in 2 different zones. Oh, you got another one right there too. So that's pretty fancy. But what do you guys think about this setup? Now, this is going to be like your little nook here. So my wife, I guarantee, would have crystals, would have different plants hanging off, probably like a little viney plant hanging down. And then, you know, place for all the different stuff. You know, like I said, you know, books, crystals, you know, all of it. Probably like a tea selection would go in there. She has we've been buying jars of tea lately, and that's been pretty cool. I mean, tea is actually kind of shockingly good. So the lights here, I don't like the color of the blue, but you do have the accent lighting, which I think is nice, and it shows up a lot worse on the camera. For some reason, it's not very camera friendly. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Shut off the lights, maybe snuggle up with honey buns, watch a movie, set the accent lighting. And then you do have the heated holding tank, so that's going to be 12-volt pads that stick onto the bottom of your tank. Slide one, awning extension right there, and then your voltage reader so you can see how much power your battery has, which right now we're plugged in, so it's going to be full juice. Zone 1 and 2, so that's going to be inside and outside, so you can rock on both sides. And then the BAL, that's going to be the slide out. So it's going to be the cable, but it's going to be that newer system for the BAL. And I need to learn a little bit about that. So maybe if you're a tech, you can drop some knowledge or reach out to me, and I'd love to hear from you. Shotgun style bathroom. So I know those are going to be really love or hate. For me, you know, I personally like them. This is going to be like my camper, and I'm not too worried about it. The only downfall is, you know, you could eventually maybe get trapped by the pooper if you're laying down taking a nap and someone's got to do some business. But you're going to have an emergency exit window, so pull, push, and plop, get out in a hurry. A larger window right there on the campsite for good views. But then both left and right are going to have a hanging room. And then, you know, obviously some more storage. Over here is going to have another little shelf. Again, good place for clothing. You know, fold up your clothes, books, board games, whatever. TV backer along with the appropriate plugins. And then this is going to be a queen-size bed with some storage there up underneath. It doesn't have the strut system. I'd like to see that, but you know, it is what it is. Everything costs money. And a surge protector there for the outlet. Now into the bathroom here, not to ignore it. I'm 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. And, you know, I'm right up into the sunroof here. You're probably looking at about 6'2" right there. But you got plenty of room, no problemo. Foot flush plastic throne. Tankless on-demand hot water heater will be located right there, along with an area where you can stack up some towels. And you got a good place to check out the bowling gun, baby. Now, I'm sure I've said this in a couple videos now, but in case you missed it, finally back in the league. I mean, we've had injuries and babies and all sorts of stuff. The team's been broken up for a while, and now we're heading back on into it. But, I mean, look at that. That's a good-looking view right there. Woo! All right. So, again, it's the 2025 Cherokee Grey Wolf. 26SS. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will be down in the description, along with a link for that pricing. Heated and enclosed underbelly. So it's all going to be buttoned up for you. Let me show you that real quick so you can see what she's looking like. But those 12 volt pads will, you know, kick on for you, 32 degrees, pop those things up. Even when it's getting closer, that'll just keep things from freezing, and in turn, you know, obviously creating an issue there. Up in the front, you're gonna have your power tongue jack, two 20-pound propane bottles, along with a place where you can put up to 2 batteries, and then a battery disconnect, rock guard, smooth metal front cap for you. And again, you're gonna have the aluminum corrugated siding going down the side. Little door right there. They use the magnetic latch, not the cheapy little plastic one. So big fan of that. That's kind of a personal preference thing. And then right there, you kind of see the wood framing with a little bit of storage here as well. So I think that would be cool. I mean, heck, you might even put one of those little slide trays as a little DIY. Might be kind of nice to have that. Manual stabilizing jacks. So the benefit to those are they are a little bit stronger than your power tongue jack or power stabilizing jacks. The negative to it is, you know, you have to be the power for it. So you're either hand cranking it or you're buying a 5/16 bit and zipping down each one. You got to kind of weigh your pros and cons there. Do you want the strength or do you want the ease? Personally, I don't think it matters one way or the other. You're using the Solera, so that's going to be able to be powered up by, you know, solar or battery or anything like that. Let's see if we got we do have solar right over there. It looks like it's probably about a 200 watt solar panel would be my best guess. But again, that'll be down in the description as well, so I don't unintentionally, you know, lie to you there. Friction hinge door, so that's going to be 25 mile/hour wind resistant, which is always nice. You're also going to have a screen and then a black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system for your poop tank. You're going to have the steps that flip up into the doorway with the extra large grab handle. And then, you know, people said they wanted to zoom in on the suspension system there, so you can kind of check that out. Pretty basic there for you. And then 2 marine grade exteriors, place for your TV, all of your outlets that you need. Again, the mirrored reflective finish. And then right here is going to be your exterior kitchen. So I'm talking, you know, some burgers, all the works. Put a pan out, you're making breakfast, egg sandwiches. You also have a refrigerator large enough for about a 24-pack Aruski. And then you also have your, you know, ice maker, hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, which is always a plus. And then whipping it back around. You got an LP quick connect down there. So if you don't want that, you could always bring like a grill with you. But I think that'll be just perfectly fine. You also have a leash latch for your furry friend and then your other stabilizing jack as well. Bumper with a drop down rack too. So that way, you know, you can haul a couple extra things, maybe some like totes or whatnot. Or when you're at the campground, you know, you can drop that down and use it as just another little kind of utility table, I guess you could say. Backup camera is now coming on these. So that is pretty darn nice. So when you're driving down the road, you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers and, you know, keep you from white knuckling a little bit if you're a little bit newer to camping. You're also going to have that little black bar right there. If you're not familiar with it, that is what they call the Lippert on-the-go ladder system. So that ladder will run you probably like 290, 300 bucks, you know, something like that. But, you know, it's really nice just to get on top, check your seals, check your slides. I recommend you just get up there and check everything about every 3 months or so. Make sure all your maintenance is on the up and up. You're also going to have your plug-in right here. So you got your 30 amp connection. You are eligible for a slide topper over here on this slide, which is a piece of awning that goes from there to there, and it prevents debris from falling on top of your slide, and in turn, you know, potentially keeping a leak. You know, that's where a lot of those leaks come from, is neglect on either checking the seals or, you know, on the slides. Because imagine like a big old tree branch lands on top of that, then you pull it in, and you don't even know, and it slips underneath that seal, crunches in, and by that time, you know, you got water and you're storing the darn thing. That's never a good feeling. So get the slide topper or brush them off. Fresh water connection, city water connection, and then that's going to be where you're going to be doing all the dumps. You got hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower located right there, along with, you know, your on-demand hot water heater. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Cherokee Grey Wolf 26SS. Hope to catch you guys next time. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 no, 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 show, no, 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 rum, bum, 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 rum, bum, 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 bum.